In a small, vibrant village nestled in the rolling hills of East Africa, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Zuri. She was known throughout the village for her generosity and her bright, infectious smile. Zuri lived with her grandmother, Mama Rose, who was the village's elder and keeper of many ancient stories and traditions. One day, as the sun began to set and the golden light bathed the village in warmth, Mama Rose called Zuri over. She handed her a beautifully carved calabash gourd, adorned with intricate patterns that told stories of old. "This calabash," Mama Rose said in a soft, melodic voice, "is no ordinary one. It is a gift from our ancestors, passed down through generations. It is said to possess a special magic, but only a pure heart can unlock its power." Zuri looked at the calabash with wide eyes, feeling a sense of wonder and responsibility. Mama Rose continued, "But remember, my dear Zuri, the magic of the calabash will only work when you make a wish with the purest of intentions, not for yourself, but for others." One evening, as Zuri was playing near the river, she noticed a small group of animals gathered around, looking distressed. A young gazelle had injured its leg and couldn't walk. The other animals were trying to comfort it, but they didn't know how to help. Zuri approached them and, remembering her grandmother's words, held the calabash close to her heart. She closed her eyes and whispered, "I wish for the gazelle to be healed so it can run free once more." Suddenly, the calabash glowed with a warm golden light. When Zuri opened her eyes, she saw the gazelle standing up, its leg completely healed. The animals rejoiced, and the gazelle nuzzled Zuri's hand in gratitude before bounding off into the distance. News of Zuri's kindness spread quickly throughout the village and beyond. Soon, animals from all over the savanna came to her for help. There was a family of elephants who had lost their way, a thirsty lion cub separated from its pride, and a group of birds whose tree had been struck by lightning. With each encounter, Zuri used the calabash to help those in need. But as she did, she noticed something curious. The more she helped others, the more the calabash seemed to glow, and the more she felt a deep sense of fulfillment in her heart. However, not all creatures were kind-hearted. One day, a sly hyena approached Zuri, pretending to be in need. "Oh dear Zuri," the hyena whined, "I have lost my way and my pack. Won't you use your magic calabash to give me the strength to find them?" But Zuri sensed that something was off. She remembered Mama Rose's words and decided to test the hyena's intentions. "I will help you," she said gently, "but first, tell me where you last saw your pack." The hyena hesitated, unable to come up with a convincing answer. Realizing that his deceit had been uncovered, he slinked away, defeated. One day, a great drought came upon the land. The rivers dried up, and the crops withered under the harsh sun. The villagers and animals grew desperate as water became scarce. Zuri knew she had to do something. She took the calabash and climbed to the top of a nearby hill where she could see the vast expanse of the dry, cracked earth. Holding the calabash high above her head, Zuri made her most selfless wish yet. "Great ancestors," she whispered, "I do not ask for myself, but for my village, for the animals, and for all who suffer from this drought. Please bring the rains to quench the thirst of the land." The calabash began to glow brighter than ever before, radiating light that reached up to the heavens. Moments later, dark clouds began to gather in the sky, and the first drops of rain started to fall. The rain quickly turned into a downpour, soaking the earth and bringing life back to the land. The villagers danced with joy and the animals rejoiced. Zuri smiled, knowing that she had used the calabash's magic for the greatest good. As the rains continued to bless the land, Zuri returned home to her grandmother. Mama Rose embraced her and said, "You have proven yourself to be wise and kind, my dear Zuri. The magic of the calabash is not just in the gourd itself, but in the love and selflessness that you have shown." From that day on, Zuri continued to help those in need, not with the calabash's magic, but with the strength of her own heart. And whenever she looked at the calabash, she was reminded of the power of kindness and the difference one person can make in the world.